Thanks, Robert. Well, they are meant to save lives, and because of that, many businesses have invested thousands to have them on hand.
But can you find these life-saving devices when those seconds count? Our Michelle Zepeda found out firsthand automatic external defibrillators, or AEDs, are not always where they should be, right here in Toledo.
A wedding at a remote Christian camp in Michigan brought two families together.
Our granddaughter was getting married. She'd worked there and been as a kid, and she met her husband there. So they were getting married at Miracle Camp.
And it was nothing short of a miracle what happened the night before the wedding, after the bride's grandfather dropped to the floor and went into cardiac arrest.
Within 5 minutes, they figured out I needed the defibrillator, and they ran and got it off of the wall. It was sitting in like a lobby area, and it's been there on the wall for years. Nobody paid any attention to it.
But it worked. A device like this is being credited for saving Craig's life when hospitals and medics were miles away.
There's no reason it should have been there. I mean, honestly, it's a camp, a Christian camp for children.
And because it was displayed on a wall, not locked up in an office, and hooked up to Craig within minutes, he survived.
The main thing is knowing where they are, because once you get it, it's so easy to use.
Open gray plastic case and peel off white adhesive pads.
If you reverse that cardiac arrest as soon as possible, the damage will be less, the treatment will be easier, and the future prognosis for that patient will be much better.
Dr. Kabur, a cardiologist with Mercy Health, says a defibrillator has to be used within 5 to 10 minutes for a patient to survive.
So in reality, it has to be available in a very accessible way. If there is an incident, immediately within 1-2 minutes, somebody can go and grab it.
But I found that is not the reality after I visited a few places in Toledo to see if I could find their AEDs. My first stop was the Franklin Park Mall. I spent 15 minutes inside walking around. I have to say, after leaving the Franklin Park Mall, I am pretty frustrated. I couldn't locate any signs or AEDs. I'm now headed into the Toledo Museum of Art to see if I can easily find their defibrillator. My next experience here was more troubling. After a quick look around, I asked a security guard for help.
I'm at the WTOL and we're just checking out all of the different areas. Do you guys have an AED?
He knew that they had them, but he wasn't sure where they were, so he called his director, but he had to get back to me on exactly where they were located within the museum. But then some success. Another place that I visited was the downtown library, and immediately I found their AED. I also spoke with a member of security. They knew exactly where all of their other units were.
Well, I think it's important to have a device such as this. I think that everybody kind of knows what these are when they see them in the mall. Staff can use them, citizens can use them, and the security staff is certified and trained in the use of them.
Located on every floor of the library.
So what you can do is you can run it through a test.
Staff test them weekly and are also certified on the devices.
Remove clothes from patient's chest.
Their survivability rate by 40% if you have a combination of CPR and early defibrillation.
Now, after my visit to the Franklin Park Mall and Toledo Museum of Art, I did contact their media representatives. The mall has 3 AEDs. One is a mobile unit. The other 2 are located in their security area. The representative for the museum could not tell me where their AEDs were located or how many they had, but told me security does know where all the units are.
Get them out from behind your counters, get them out from your drawers, get them out where they're visible. Make sure that people are comfortable holding on to them, using them.
After that AED saved his father, David Anderson and his wife have made it their mission to gift AEDs to Bowling Green businesses through the Heart of BG project.
Hopefully we never have to use them, but if we do, they're there.
Maybe that's why I made it. Maybe there was a message. Maybe their activities will help somebody else. That's all I can hope for.
Michelle Zepeda, WTOL 11.
Now, Michelle had a chance to talk with Sanford County buildings, businesses, arenas to see if they had AEDs.
Now, the good news here, everyone we contacted had several units. The bad news, most we're told are located in security offices or first aid rooms, not out in the open for the public to grab and to use. So some interesting information there.